There's no place like Sin City, baby.
We just doing a production of Booby Bingo.
Booby Bingo? The last thing I need tonight was to get hit in the face with a large penis.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And sometimes that's your car.
And I ain't up in here trying to have no problems.
I'm not gonna move
no
my car.
I ain't moving nothing.
I'll whoop you right here. I don't give a how old you are.
Everything you want to do to get away from the lifestyle that you're in, you can do in this town.
20, 40, 60, 80.
But when you break the rules, you should have thought about it before you parked here.
This is
We're gonna collect. Whatever's on the back of this tow truck, that's how I make my money.
Just off the strip are a pair of companies looking to get every tow in Sin City. On the south side is the tow truck company with more than 100 trucks and contracts with some of the city's biggest properties.
Our company is valued right at about $10 million.
And on the north side, the upstart, Ashley's Towing, a family business that's looking to be the biggest in Vegas.
People always gamble with their vehicles, and they try to park where they're not supposed to park, even though they know better.
And when their cars get towed, people go,
I pay for the parking spot that you towed my car from. You guys.
everybody thinks that we're the bad guy, but we're not the bad guy. We're just blue-collar workers trying to achieve the American dream in the craziest city on the planet.
You show me where you got a parking pass in your window.
It doesn't need to be on my
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
No,
it does.
no, it does.
This weekend, F1 returns to Vegas for the first time in 40 years, with the race expected to bring 300,000 people to the city.
Tomorrow's the race, so it's getting real crazy real fast. I already picked up 4 cars tonight, and I'm at it again. There's a parking lot over here. One of our properties is over by the Strip. It's a very busy parking lot. Not just because of the race, but all the parties before and after. And that means a whole lot of people parking anywhere they like. It's gonna get real interesting. We're gonna see if we can find anything that's parked illegally, anything that's in the fire lane, anything that's in the handicaps. Most of these businesses, they open till very late or very early in the morning, so you get a lot of people that's coming in and out all night. This car right here is blocking another car in. I'm gonna check it out. In this situation, I'm just gonna take a couple pictures showing that it's in violation, showing that it's blocking other vehicles, and then get ready to hook it. Because this is a very busy parking lot, I wanna get it hooked, that way I don't lose it.
Hey, what you doing this stuff?
Thank you, have a good night. Somebody pulled up and was yelling at me and everything else because they said what I was doing was fucked up. There's always a concern about somebody getting rowdy, going off, being pissed off. It could be a possibility of a fight. I never know how it's gonna turn out. I may have to defend myself to that point. So that's why you try to get in and get out as quick as possible. If the Queen's ordering me to stop, I guess I gotta stop. You're lucky I hadn't got rolling. So I can wait a couple minutes, but only a couple minutes for them to come out. They need to come right out. So since she caught me right now, before I started to drive off, I'll play it fair. I'll give her a couple of minutes before I just take off.
While TW waits for the owner of the double-parked car, at Ashley's Towing, company owner Sean and general manager Tony are mapping out their strategy for tomorrow's F1 race.
It's just gonna be a big, big deal, pretty much everywhere around the Strip.
You got 100,000 spectators coming to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got hotel workers on top of that. It was like 60,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be a lot of cars that aren't where they're supposed to be.
There's gonna be a lot of cars, but I think that there's also gonna be a lot of road closures and congestion all around the Strip. Like, look at this. This is the track.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest highlights of Vegas's packed calendar, the F1 race will wind around the famous casinos and hotels on the Strip, triggering many road closures and causing massive gridlock.
There's gonna be blockage over here, packed over there, plus everybody and their mother trying to park away from the Strip. And that's where we come in.
As the race zone gets gridlocked and parking gets more expensive, racegoers and other tourists are expected to park at commercial and residential properties away from the Strip, including places where they are not permitted.
A lot of our complexes are right down in this area. So this race is going to be the jackpot for us. Hit those businesses, those apartment complexes on the outskirts hard. Get the little onesie twosies over here. We can bang them. Come to drop them here at the yard and go back and get onesie twosie.
Okay.
Stay away from the race bottleneck and we'll make a killing this weekend.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Later.
Back in the parking lot near the Strip, TW deals with a group of partygoers who demand that he release their car.
A lot of people coming out. Looking at the group, as they came out, they were dressed all like they were at a party. They had a variety of different stuff, balloons shaped like penises, bananas. I didn't know if they was gonna start hitting me with the balloons or not, but the last thing I needed tonight was to get hit in the face with a large pink penis.
What'd she do?
We were parked illegally in front of these cars right here and in this spot.
Look, we just came back doing a production of Booby Bingo.
I'm sorry, Booby Bingo?
Yeah, like I was just putting all of the prizes and stuff up. Is there any way you could possibly just cut me some slack?
I can't take it off without a drop fee. I can do it here for a drop fee, otherwise it has to go to the tow yard.
Well, how much is the drop fee?
$154.97. But if it goes to the tow yard, it's $342.
Oh my freaking God. I mean, I was only in there for 10 minutes.
The vehicle was not running. There was no lights on. You don't have your blinkers on.
I was barely even in there, bro.
If that's the case, this would be super hot right now. If you was in there for a minute or two, she tried to say, oh, I've only been here 10 minutes, I've only been here 5 minutes, I've only been here. Okay, first of all, if you're in violation, you're in violation. It doesn't matter how long you've been there. But second of all, even if you're gonna try to tell me that, the first thing we've learned is as tow drivers, is to check the hood. That tells the story right there. That hood was almost cold. So that tells me you've been sitting here for quite a while.
No, it's still hot.
No,
Look, feel
that's
feel
warm.
Guys,
that means it's been sitting here for a minute. That's warm.
Dude, it is hot.
Not. That's
Don't tell
warm.
me that it's not
That's
hot.
That's barely
it
warm.
Is
so it
hot.
wouldn't be. From the time I got the call to the time I got here, and like I said, your hood is not hot. Plus, common sense it would be turn your blinkers on. That way, at least it gives me an idea that you may only be there for a few minutes. But she had neither.
So it's not a problem to me. Put it down.
Yeah. Put it down. Just
No.
down.
Yeah.
No.
Put it down.
At the end of the day, once the vehicle's on the hook, I get in trouble for dropping it unless I have a fee. So it either goes to the tow yard or you pay me now. Our trucks are cambered up and everything. Stay hooked unless I get a drop fee.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be here if you hadn't parked here.
So anyway, we could get like a discount on it?
No
Yeah,
discounts.
like a discount.
This fee is set by the state. It has to be that fee.
The state?
The state. We work for the actual property.
Ah! Well, that's not even fair. Dude, I
Yep.
dealt with tow truck people in college, man. Like, I dealt with y'all. I know y'all just freaking go around. No, nobody calls. Nobody does anything.
Okay,
like
so you know,
that.
and you still took the risk of parking.
They don't
Okay,
call.
and you still parked here and took the risk.
No, you're ripping people off. I was literally just
I'm not ripping anybody off. You hadn't parked like this illegally, I wouldn't be here to get it. Bottom line, you gambled, you lost.
Look, come here. I'm recording you, asshole. Yeah, record that.
Everybody record us. That's why we're doing everything legal, because everything, we get recorded all the time. I'm a movie star all over town, but at the end of the day, you've been parked here too long. The vehicle's hooked, it's on my stinger, I don't have all night. It's a very busy parking lot, so you have to make your decisions. If you don't want it back right now, I can give you a card, and you can go to the tow yard, and you can argue all night with them. And I gotta get moving, because that's the whole problem, is the vehicle's blocking the way.
I don't even have my wallet.
You can just use my card, it's okay.
No. Guys.
Okay.
This is embarrassing.
Hello, Vanna. Yeah, TW. I need to run a credit card for an off hook. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
How much did you say it charged?
$154.97.
All right, look, you were so cool with me, and I'm sorry I lost my mind earlier a little bit. I'm so sorry.
No problem at all.
I know you're just doing your job. It's late at night, I've been performing, and I'm just tired.
I
know
get it,
it's just
and like I
know
said,
it's your stuff.
I can tell you guys like having a lot of fun and everything, so
Yeah,
you're a
I
fun
think
group,
everything's
and you got a good friend here that decides to pay for you, so it makes sure
Well,
you're
Venmo back,
covered.
baby. All right.
All right, let me drop you. Just another night in Vegas. I've got no idea what booby bingo is all about, but it's not something I want to play, that's for sure. Can you imagine being beat up by a bunch of dildos?
DW's fifth tow ups his daily total to $375.
Anything goes in Vegas.
Anything goes.
Everything goes. No rules.
No rules.
It's Vegas, baby!
In the southeast part of town, Sean is off to look for illegally parked cars in a property just outside the race zone.
People who've come to see this race who are new to Vegas won't know it when they park there, but the property is in a rough neighborhood, and frankly, it's always been tough. Back in the 1930s, when they were building the Hoover Dam, a lot of construction workers lived and played here. A lot of bars, brothels, and reckless behavior. And a century later, still got those vibes. A lot of knuckleheads out here in the nighttime. The property here is permit parking, which means residents pay for their spots. And I bet you'll have some race goer here parking in a spot someone else paid for. Let's take a look here. A real tight property, you better be watching yourself. And those are the type of things that I always think of if I do get a car hooked up. What's the route that I'm gonna take to try and get out of here? Oh, there's something right there. I don't see a permit, and the yellow sticker in the window tells me he's already been warned not to park at this property. Let me make sure they don't have a permit. Yeah, he was tagged over 2 days ago. Yeah, he doesn't have a permit, so I'm gonna go ahead and tow him. I'm gonna get turned around and get it hooked up. Oh, we got someone running to the car. Oh, come on, man. Hey, you want to step to the side, Ronnie?
Hey, you ain't towing this car.
Okay. I mean, they done already warned you, man. You got to have a permit to park up in here.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, tonight you're gonna have to move it, man.
You ain't taking this fucking car tonight.
Yeah. But you done already been warned. He has a permit. You don't have a permit.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. You can't be on the property without no permit.
Say who?
You know? Says the property management.
Shit, he ain't here.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to enforce
You're not
that.
taking this fucking car.
Okay,
I don't give a fuck.
I tell you,
I'm gonna tell you this. You ain't taking this car because we're both fucking going to jail tonight. You take this car.
I'm trying to approach you and shit.
You want to move somewhere, you can go ahead and move your ass inside your truck.
You got two choices. Either I'm gonna move the car or you gonna move the car.
No, what you gonna do is you gonna move your ass back in that truck and get the fuck up out of here.
I ain't moving nothing. You're gonna have to move the car, man.
I ain't moving shit. I don't give a fuck. Hey, I'll whoop you right here. I don't give a fuck how old you are.
This guy here, I'm up here trying to tow his vehicle, no permit, and he wants to cause problems and act, you know, like Billy Badass and everything with a big wrench in his hand. And my job's to first let him know, hey, kiddo, you don't scare me, and then convince him to do the right thing. So just chill. You don't gotta, be talking to a motherfucker all sideways and shit.
I'll talk how I want, fool.
You don't stay here, you don't have a permit, man. Because I know. If you had a permit, then that shows you stay here.
You know it's not on the floor.
That ain't where it belongs. The permit belongs in your window. Plus, you were sicker 2 days ago. If you take the car off the property, I can't fuck with it. I don't want no problems tonight, and I know you don't want no problems. Now, one of us wants to be sitting up in no jail or nothing. So just take the car off the property, man.
Yeah, I'll take it when I want to go.
No, you have to take it now, man. Listen to me, man. I ain't up in here trying to have no problems.
I'm not gonna move my fucking car.
No problems with nobody. I'm gonna go on ahead and let you move your car. I ain't gonna tow your car, but drive it off the property. Take it out of here. If you don't, I'm calling the cops. The few bucks you're saving on parking by hiding here, is it worth getting arrested? Think about it.
Fuck, man. I'll move it.
You made the right call. And I'm telling you, driver's gonna be coming back through here tonight looking.
That's okay.
If your car here is getting towed.
I said, I'll move it.
Okay, you have a good night. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to tow the car tonight because, you know, it's not worth my life. But I still got the job done because he's agreed to move his car off the property. And to make sure he keeps his word, I'm gonna come back through here and see if he took my advice and moved his car. And if not, I'm gonna have to tow his ass.
I'm a gambling addict.
I may or may not be on the way to play some roulette right now.
I've made a bunch of money. I've also lost all of it. 3,000. Don't tell my wife.
Okay.
No. My wife's watching, baby. I have the money.
It's the day of the F1 race.
F1 parking here, F1 parking.
And TTC driver Elmer is about to begin his search for illegally parked cars at a property on the outskirts of the race zone.
So F1 Formula is actually gonna race down Las Vegas Boulevard. And actually those little properties over there on that side, those are our properties. So everybody that comes from all over the world, they're gonna park everywhere over here. But those little properties over there, that's a gold mine, baby. Let's get back out there and dig, man. So it's gonna get epic as shit today. So my boy Jeremy just called me up and hit me up about this, one of the properties that people are starting to park there. So this property is very small, but there's an F1. It's a hit, man. I'm gonna milk it all the way. All right, here we go. See, everybody's already starting to park on the property. You know, this is paid parking. You pay 40 bucks here to park. And half the time, a lot of people don't want to pay. And what do? They park anywhere where they feel like it. People are kind of slick, you know? They see this apartment, and they're like, hey, there's enough parking in the back. Might as well go take advantage of it and go across the street, you know? So I think it's gonna be a full house here today. That looks like one of the cars Jeremy sent me photos of. I'm gonna take pictures of it and make this money. Let's see what's up. You work here?
Yo vivo aquí. Ellos estacionaron aquí.
Ajá.
En la calle.
¿Ah? ¿Del otro lado? ¿Para las carreras? Ahora. All right. So this guy that's over here, he actually lives here. And he told me that this Lincoln that's here, some guy came, parked it, and he split. There is no parking pass on this vehicle. So that's definitely on my list. Oh, hold up, look at that. You know, why is this Chevy Suburban parked the way it? Neither of these two vehicles have parking passes. So you got that Suburban parked here. We got this guy right here. This person's coming out. There's a lot here, man. I'm gonna call Victor about it so he can help me remove some of these cars.
What's up, G?
Okay, I need you to hurry up, bro. There's a fucking Lincoln MLK here that doesn't belong here, and 5, 6 other cars, so I need a hand.
All right.
All right, later. Before Victor shows up, I'm gonna get this Chevy Malibu. Let's get it, boys. One down, many more to go. F1, baby.